All right. So I'm still alive.
Yeah, me too.
Hurricane. All right, I feel bad about. All right, this was something that was said in my core group last night, but they were like telling everybody Central Florida is going to get a Category 5 hurricane, like eyes going right through Central Florida. Like,
that's right. You're going to die.
Everybody's going to die. Like, and this has not been the first time. Like they've been doing this for the last couple of years. And sometimes last year we got some action. You know, got some wins and everything. It was pretty good. And but like for the most part,
respectable storms. We
got some respectable storms last year, but this year, so they say that Central Florida is going to be pretty much wiped off the map, right?
That's right. It's going to be a puddle.
It doesn't happen. And so what do I do? And what does most people do? We make jokes about it. Okay, we make jokes about it. But here's the deal, and I feel a little insensitive because there is. Like, this storm was, like, dude, for, 26 hours sitting on top of the Bahamas, like, not moving.
The Bahamas are done.
They're done. You know, and I'm like, gosh, I feel kind of bad about making all these jokes and stuff like that because, like, that place is just demolished and destroyed. So,
yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to your two favorite facially blessed individuals. That's right, folks. You know who I'm talking about. That's the two bearded preachers aiming to misbehave, like always. And let me tell you something.
Misbehavior is probably on deck for today. What do you think?
Oh yeah.
Well, I mean, you get some ideas in your head. Listen. I'm gonna do what I want, no matter what, and that's what everybody needs to know.
That's a shame,
but. Everybody's just going to do what they want. So, what's the big deal? What's the problem?
There's some problems there. You know.
You do what you want, and I'll do what I want, and we'll both be fine, right? That's how it works?
Well, I don't know. We're gonna have to agree to disagree on this one, okay? Okay.
With the biggest shame is how late your son goes to school. That is nonsense.
When in Rome.
I'm shocked. Do you still feel bad? Have you gotten over it? You no longer feel bad?
No, I
for that moment.
Well, all right. So this is what happens. So then this is how serious I take it. This is how serious I took this hurricane. When did we know? We knew it was coming like last Monday, right?
Yeah, we've been for a hot minute. Yeah.
Yeah. And I was supposed to leave on Thursday.
Yeah.
To go to North Carolina and do a wedding on Sunday. So
right.
I had rehearsal on Saturday, Sunday wedding. So I was like, okay. And then people were like, "Oh, so you're canceling your trip?" And I was like, "Nah, I'm not canceling it."
Why cancel?
Yeah, why cancel it? And so like that's number one. You know, my parents were like, "Oh, I thought that wedding was off." I'm like, "Why is the wedding off? The wedding's in North Carolina. It's not in Central Florida.
There's gonna be some wind a couple of states away. We better cancel this wedding."
Exactly. There's rain in Florida. We better cancel the wedding in North Carolina. No, that doesn't make any sense at all. And so, anyways, I'm like, no, I'm going because like it was weird. My parents are like, "Listen, this hurricane's coming. Can you come and move this TV from our?" They got like this giant, like 50-inch TV on their back porch. Okay,
that's cool.
No, it's stupid. Okay.
Do they ever sit outside?
My dad does.
Okay.
Does. All right. Awesome. Yeah, it is hot. He sits in the morning and watches news. But then again, like, let's just be honest with ourselves. That TV is going to be a piece of trash not too long. I
mean, all the moisture.
Thank you very much. That's what I said.
It.
I'm not putting a 50-inch out there. A 50-inch, Martin, which is like their smallest TV in the house.
50 inches are coming down in price, man. You can get them for a lot less nowadays.
Okay, Martin, you're not helping, okay?
Okay.
So listen, so
they want you to come and move this TV. It's 50
and
inches,
I'm like,
that probably weighs 4 pounds.
Yeah, I'm like, because they can't move anything right now. I told you that Jim broke his back, right?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, my dad broke his back.
Is he all right?
Well, he got a broken back. So
it's as good as he can be with a broken back.
Good as you can get with a broken back. So they're messaging me, and I'm like, I'm on my way to North Carolina right now. And they're like, "Oh, we thought that was canceled." I'm like, "Why would I cancel it?" "Well, there's a hurricane coming." I'm like, "Oh." And so then we're driving to North Carolina, and Faye's like, "Oh, this is going to be really bad." And she's telling me, I'm like, "Oh yeah, it is." She goes, "Yeah, it's going to be. They're predicting Category 5 on top of us." And I was like, and we're already on the road.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there going,
because you're evacuating. Awesome.
Yeah, I'm evacuated. But then I'm thinking to myself, man, I left a lot of stuff out in my yard. Like, I literally last week just got done trimming a bunch of trees, and all the branches are just piled in my backyard. Excellent. And I was like,
the storm will take care of that. It's going to all leave your yard. You won't
That's what I. Yeah. And Faye was like, she goes, what if that? They said, she goes, what if that all gets blown into someone's house? I was like, yeah. I'm like, and I'm all like this. I'm like, I'm sure it's fine.
It's fine.
But it's totally fine. But then I started thinking to myself, oh crap. My smoker's out on the back porch. My brand new electric smoker. And all the stuff is pulled out of it because I was cleaning and everything. And I was like, I left all that out. So I leave all this metal on my back porch, which is not really much of a back porch. I'm thinking to myself, well, that's all gone. And I'm not even worried. I'm not like, Faye's like, that's going to go through somebody else's window. And I go,
yes.
Yeah, but the worst scenario is I'm going to be out of smoker. And I don't want to be out of a smoker.
That's right.
You know? And she was just like, oh no. And so then we were just like, and I just looked at her and go, well, listen, I don't want to lose my smoker. And I said, but at least we're together. That's what I said.
Yeah. Oh man, that's nice.
I did. At least we're together.
Dad
win right there. And she's like, yeah, you're right. So we had peace. We had peace that all of our crap was going to go through somebody else's windows.
It's not going through your windows. It's going
through our windows. There's a chance our house might not be there when we get back. Okay, there's that chance. But at least we were together, and at least we had each other. So I was like, we're good. We're good. Yeah. And then we found out, like, we go ahead and do everything, and everything keeps getting pushed back. They're like, oh, it's not coming until Monday. Oh, it's not coming until Tuesday. Oh, it's not coming until Wednesday. Yep. And I'm all like, and Faye's like, oh, we can make it back in time before this, because we were even thinking we might have to stop over with you guys or something like that for a night.
Yeah.
But she's like, and we had to get back. We had to get back and
gotta get back to work.
Gotta get back to work, and school gets canceled for 2 days, dude. So we find out on the road back, school is canceled, not just Tuesday, but Wednesday as well. Mm-hmm. I'm like, well, this is stupid. And then I go ahead and we get back. And I find that my neighbor has prepped my house for this hurricane more than I have. Because
really?
my neighbor across the street took all my garbage cans, put them in the backyard, laid them down up against my house and everything like that. And I remember we pulled up and I go, where are my garbage cans?
Yeah.
And Faye's like, yeah, where are our garbage cans? And we're like searching around for our garbage cans. And they're in our backyard. And our neighbor came over and told us. And I'm like, this guy did more work to prepare my house from the hurricane than I did for my house.
That's a good neighbor, man.
He is a very good neighbor. I appreciate that. So
yeah, and you were gonna smash all his windows with your smoker and yard waste. Awesome.
In all fairness, that stuff he's across the street, and all that stuff is in the backyard. So the chances of it hitting over there highly unlikely. All right. The bigger chance is going to hit right or left. That's or more right of me than left because left there's a line of trees, and so there's a good chance it's not getting through those trees. So yeah, that's how we prepared for the hurricane.
Awesome.
And then I actually the night that it was coming, which was Tuesday night, they're like, it's gonna be like 12 hours of severe thunderstorms, because that's what it came down to. They're like, it's not gonna be hurricane force stuff. It's gonna be severe thunderstorms. Yeah. And so I was like, dude, I'm going to stream through this. And it was a light sprinkle.
Light sprinkle.
Long. I kept looking out the window. I was like, when's the storm coming? Nothing.
Right.
It was so stupid. So, and then it went up to you guys.
That's right. And what we did is on Sunday morning, because this hurricane's coming and we're all going to die. Yeah. Right. Obviously. Yeah. So I talked to the elders. I'm like, hey, man, I'm thinking about canceling church on Wednesday. What do you guys think? They say, yeah, go ahead and cancel it. Tell them all today. I was like, you got it. And I said, get up there on Sunday morning. It's like, this hurricane's coming. You all need to be ready. Make sure you're ready. Call the church if you need help in the aftermath. You can call me. We'll get a team out there, help clean up your yard. We want to be on top of this and make sure that everybody's took care of. If you can help, let me know too. We'll get you plugged in and help somebody else and get it all done. Monday, Leia and I run off to the store inland. We go further inland.
Of course. Don't go. Right. Don't go towards the coast.
You can't go east. You got to go west. So we go
all that's west. Evacuated.
Oh, yeah. Well, it was all evacuated, which is hilarious to me. So everything everything to the east of us is evacuated. We're like right on the line. The county to our west to our east was evacuated.
Mm-hmm.
But we're right on the county line too. So we were like right in the danger zone.
Yeah.
So we're like, man, maybe my brother-in-laws were texting back and forth. He's like, you guys gonna come down here? I was like, you want me to come down to DeLand? Daytona Beach in the hurricane? I was like, yeah, nah.
You should come up here.
No. Yeah, that's what I said. I said, you guys should come up here. And they're like, yeah, no. We're not going up there. It's like, all right. So I guess none of us are taking this terribly seriously. Leigh and I, we go inland to Vidalia to do some last minute shopping. Of course, I've been shopping like 4 times since I heard the hurricane was coming. And every time I'm just, because I'm like, I know you're supposed to buy stuff, but I'm also not really good at planning. And at first they were like, you need to be ready. Yeah. This storm's coming on Monday. So I go shopping and I buy all this stuff to be ready to make it through about Wednesday. But my kids are little carnivores, man. They'll eat everything. They're omnivores. So they just eat all of the hurricane snacks. And it's like, so pretty much every day I'm stopping in at a store and buying more hurricane snacks and crates of water and all that sort of stuff. And then Monday we do another big shopping trip and buy all this stuff. Now, it doesn't really matter because these are all the same snacks that we buy all the time. Yeah. So we're just stocked up on snacks right now. Yeah. So for breakfast, I ate snacks. Oh, okay. And for lunch, I'm going to eat snacks. And then for dinner, I'll eat snacks. You know, that's just sort of the way it's going to go. Anyway, we get all this stuff. We come back. It's Labor Day, and the weather's just beautiful. Wonderful weather, which happens a lot before hurricanes.
It does, yeah.
There's usually really nice weather. So we're like, okay, it's all good. We can start getting the phone calls in. School's canceled on Tuesday. School's canceled on Wednesday. We get another call. School's canceled on Thursday.
Really?
Yes. So they're shutting everything down. Now, they'll shut down. If we get a lot of rain, they shut school down because our buses can't go on all these dirt roads that are up here when there's a lot of rain because they'll get stuck and roll over and everyone will die and that sort of thing. So if there's a ton of rain, so they're like, we're shutting all this down. It's like, all right, man, we're getting ready. This storm, it's coming. I go outside. I fill up my tote. It's like 250-gallon tote. I fill it up with water, and I'm like, man, we're good to go. We got all the snacks. I got more water than I need. I got a pond after that where I can go in and boil water if I have to. I had the propane tank filled up, so I've got 200 gallons of propane. I mean,
that's a lot of propane.
It's a lot of propane. I got all these critters that I can eat. I'm good to go. Yeah. We are gonna survive this storm without power for weeks on end. We're good to go
if need be.
Exactly. You're good to go. I've heard people say that the best prepper scenario is just to homestead. Okay. And I was like, man, that's true. That's true. Because even though I went and bought all the snacks, even if I didn't go and buy snacks, I still had plenty of food. It's just in the form of live birds wandering around my house.
Yeah. It's all right. Well, it's the freshest. It's the freshest food.
And the most delicious. Yeah. I mean,
and it's not gonna go bad in the fridge. You know.
That's right. And if you love the critter, it tastes better. That's a fact.
I don't know about that.
The more you love the critter, the better it tastes.
Sounds like something people who murder their pets say to themselves to make them feel better about themselves.
I don't know if it makes me feel. I'm just saying. I'm just communicating to you an objective reality that if you love the critter, when you kill it and eat it, it tastes so good.
Now, you say kill, I say murder, but hey, to each his own.
Potato, buddy. Yeah, it's all good.
I don't know. Kill and murder. That's not potato. Yeah.
Anyway.
That's like potato. When in Rome. Potato, tomato. That's what that is. All right. When in Rome does not work in this situation either.
It works. So everything's ready.
Slippery
I got my congregation prepped. I got my family prepped. We've got everything taken care of. It gets to Tuesday night, and we're still expecting bad weather, and it's like,
yep.
There's nothing going on here. I'm going to take the kids to judo. Let's go.
Yeah,
take the kids to judo. Just go through our regular routine. Wednesday is the day that it hits. Wednesday, it's offshore. And Wednesday, it's a beautiful day. Oh my goodness, so lovely outside. We didn't get a drop of rain. We got 0 rain, which was irritating to me because I just planted my fall garden. And my fall garden, I was planting it, and I was thinking, we did that on Saturday. We planted the fall garden because I was thinking, man, we're going to get so much rain. I'm not going to have to water or nothing. It's going to be perfect.
Months.
Exactly. We're going to be so good. We're going to have squash out the wazoo. It's going to be awesome.
Exactly.
No rain. No rain.
None?
Just wind. The wind's blowing around, and not even very many limbs fell down. We go through the orchard, and it's...
You're like, dude, now I got to go cut all these trees down myself.
I know, right? Now I got to go and do actual work. I was hoping that Brother Nature out here was going to knock it all down, but nah.
Nature was a little lazy, it seems.
I guess.
Nature had one too many beers.
Yeah.
Fell asleep underneath the pecan tree.
Well, that's true. Pecan trees normally will drop all kinds of limbs, but hardly anything. Just some little sticks. Sent the kids out there on Thursdays. Go pick up these sticks. And I had them driving the truck, which they were somewhat excited about.
Sounds like I don't know how I feel about that, Martin. That sounds really... I mean, I just start trusting my kid to drive a lawnmower. And he's 11, and I can't imagine him in a truck right now.
Well, I probably paid less money for my truck than you paid for your lawnmower.
Well,
so
it's a cheap lawnmower, so
you might not feel too bad about it.
It's not. I don't know. It's not so much about the truck. Anything happen in the truck? Like all I can think about.
It's about what they can do to other stuff with that truck.
Yeah,
that's the concern I have.
Jonas is one of the smartest kids in the world. I love him. He is exceptionally smart.
Yes.
His common sense level, not really high, and that's common in these smart kids, okay? And
man, there's a sacrifice you make.
Yeah, and so I can see, he doesn't think about certain things, and I can see him driving that truck right through the house, right through the front door,
Through the front door, out the back, hits the smoker on the way.
Hits the smoker, and then looks at me. I go, "What are you doing?" And he looks at me and goes, "I didn't know I couldn't do that." That's what I picture him doing. Like I said, I mean, he's
in fairness, awesome. He can do it.
Yeah.
So,
I
just shouldn't.
I didn't know that wasn't going to work. Well, it kind of worked, but at the same time, it kind of didn't work. Okay, so
in the sense of opening up the house, it worked great. The house is much more open now. Our feng shui is off the charts.
Yeah, we don't have to. We don't have to go ahead and do that. Well. You just did the remodeling for us, a huge part of the remodeling. We weren't planning on remodeling, but now we are.
But now we are, right?
Yeah.
We get that sweet double door entryway.
Yeah, way to go.
Just one.
Yeah, we got the garage entryway, not even a double door. Good job, bud.
Yeah,
way to go. You drive my truck through the house, then it's bad.
It's awesome, dude. Yeah.
No, not awesome. Good. There's nothing awesome about that, bro. That's a bad day. So.
Well, anyway, I figure I can get my kids because they all want to get a golf cart. They're like, we need to get a golf cart so we can go around the property and stuff. And I'm just thinking to myself, why get a golf cart? Why don't you just drive the truck around? That's what I'm thinking. Because
I just pictured Dave driving that truck into the pond.
That's right. That's another worry that I have because if he does drive it into the pond, getting it out is going to be a pain in the butt.
See, that's why you say things. Yeah, you can't. Well, I mean, you can,
but I don't want to leave all those fluids in there, man.
Well, Mother Nature will take care of that.
Yeah, Brother Nature will have all that out of there.
Yeah, Mother. Yeah, we'll be okay.
Whoever Nature is.
Yeah, whoever Nature is, take care of that. I know there's going to be, if there's anybody that's listening to this that's kind of, I don't know. We might be in trouble with that one. So
I ain't worried about that.
Okay, good deal. All right. So, but yeah, that's the only thing I'd be worrying about. I'd be like, ooh, that's a rough one. That's a bad idea. But hey,
it's
they're allowed
here.
to. Okay.
Yeah, it's different up here than in your neighborhood. In your neighborhood, you say, "Here, Jonas, take the truck." He's going to have to drive on the road. Up here, I say, "Hey, you kids, take the truck." They're just driving on the land, and it doesn't matter. Rules? There are no rules. No rules up here, man.
Well, I'm pretty sure there are rules. I just don't know if you're like really, it just doesn't seem like you care about those rules, which I'm okay with, man.
That might
to
be
each his own.
There might be a sense,
but I'm just saying,
not caring about the rules.
I'm just saying, I think it's a slippery slope. Like you let your kid drive the truck around the property, next thing you know, you're cooking meth in your backyard. Okay, I'm just saying.
I mean, if I want to cook meth in my backyard, I don't see why that's a problem.
See, there we go. Point proven.
It's my backyard. It's my brake fluid and whatever else goes into meth.
Yeah,
so
I'm pretty sure.
What is the problem?
Yeah, I don't.
If I want to smoke meth, you smoke meth, right?
Huh?
You smoke meth, right?
Why? No, I don't smoke meth.
That's how you use it, right?
Oh, I don't know. You maybe. Do you inject it? Are you shooting it up? Are you?
I don't know. I'm trying to remember Breaking Bad, and I think
do they smoke? Do they inject? Do they take it orally?
I think they smoke it
rectally. I don't know.
Man, a drug's got to be really good if you're going to take it rectally. Like that's when you realize this is some good stuff. This is some stuff that's really gonna. I like it. It's good.
It's either it's really good or that's a sign you've done way too many drugs. If you're just like let's stick this here right now.
It's like my favorite mode of injection is through the rectum. Yeah, that's gonna be pretty rough.
Yeah, that's a bad.
I think you smoke meth.
Idea.
If I want to smoke meth, what is the problem?
Well,
and if I want to sell it to other individuals who want to smoke meth, what is the problem? Why do they got to get in my business?
Well, first of all, it is illegal. I mean, second of all, it's actually very, very dangerous. I mean, many places have blown up from cooking meth.
Well, that's why you do it in your backyard and not in your house.
Okay, yeah, but then
Safety
there's that.
First.
But then there's also like just smoking it in general. If you're smoking it, I thought it was injecting, or is that cocaine and heroin?
No, cocaine you sniff, heroin you needles.
Heroin.
Yeah, because I had a buddy I used to work with, whose nickname was Needles, because he was addicted to heroin. Okay. That's not very nice, isn't it?
That's
I probably wasn't his buddy.
Yeah, I don't know how good of friends you guys were.
We probably weren't very good of friends.
No, you definitely were not that good of friends. That's horrible, Martin. Horrible.
Well, I mean, what are you gonna do?
Yeah,
the guy loved him some heroin, though.
Well, yeah, okay, but let's get back on this whole. What are we talking about?
Well, we were talking about the storm and how it was a big bust.
Then we got on meth because you're cooking meth in your backyard now.
I'm just saying that if I wanted to cook meth in my backyard, why is that such a big deal? Why is that such a
all right, and there it is. That's what. So I said because number one, it's legal. Number two, it's extremely dangerous. You can blow everything up. But number three, it's not just dangerous by blowing up. Like it literally, honestly, it is a great way to lose weight from what I can see. But
all the weight you lose is in teeth.
Yeah, you lose it in teeth and bone density. And
this is Southeast Georgia, man. We ain't got no teeth
or bone density. And you lose it in you become skin and bones. Like you become like much older. You like people that have done meth, you can really tell. Like you can see them. You can see.
Well, you guys got a big meth problem down there, don't you?
I'm pretty sure we've our problems turned into heroin now. But
really? You switched to heroin?
Well, I mean, I didn't, but I think the community took a vote on it, and they decided to switch to heroin. Well, all I know is we had a big meth problem. I still think we do have a big meth problem, but I think that some of them started switching to heroin, which I don't know why, but they did, and now I don't know where it's at. I don't know. Maybe it's a mixture.
For health reasons, to make it's a little healthier of a drug.
Yeah, it's true. It is a little bit more healthier. I mean, you don't have to worry about, the bone density issue. So
you're right, though. If somebody is on drugs for a while, I'm talking about the harder drugs. Like, you smoke pot, you get that pot eye where you just sort of look glazed over all the time, and it doesn't seem to be, and you get a little dumber. Right, but
it depends on how much you smoke. You get a little or a lot dumber,
Fair enough,
I've seen that too.
But when you start doing the crack, you start doing the heroin, you start doing the crystal meth, that stuff ages you super fast.
Yeah.
I mean, it just beats you up. Which makes me think that it must make you feel great.
What? Yeah.
It has got to make you feel so good. Otherwise, why would you do it if it didn't make you feel so spectacular? So there's something to that. There's something to the way that these drugs, that makes you feel good.
Yeah. Well, I don't think people are doing it if it makes them feel like crap. So
no, they're doing it because it feels great. Yeah, it's just wonderful. Is what they're doing.
Hey, you know how like years ago they started coming out and they're like, because like they did a real push against smoking, and they're like, oh, smoking leads to lung disease and cancer and this and that, and it does. I mean, it's proven that it does, and they're like, and then they're like, here's a safer way to take in nicotine, and everybody started vaping.
Yeah.
Okay, ready? I saw this article saying that the second person since this happened, second person now has died of lung disease connected to vaping. So
early adopters are going to start dropping dead. Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah, the early adopters of the vaping are going to start dropping dead. All right.
Well, vaping hasn't been around very long, so these guys who got it and are dying from it must have been hitting it pretty hard, right?
Yeah.
The problem with vaping is that it makes you look like a douchebag.
Yeah.
So
it does.
Apparently kills you too, but do you really want to look like a douchebag? It must make you feel great.
Yeah.
Now, it's got to
I think they're saying it's like a mysterious lung illness, and it's more than 200 people in the country, and they're saying it's tied to cannabis containing vapor products. So
no, that's not true, because cannabis cures just about any illness. It cures
cancer. All know that's why
it cures meth addiction. It helps you to grow teeth and increases your bone density. I mean, it cures everything. Yeah. I mean, if you would just smoke some weed, all of your problems would go away. You'd have a better marriage. You'd get promoted at your job. I mean, it's the solution to everything. Your productivity goes up.
Yeah.
Your taxes go down. Everything gets better when you're smoking.
Well, our taxes go down because if it goes legal, then they're going to start making more money on that. I mean, they're going to make a lot of money on that. Like, a lot.
All you stoners running around. Y'all going to be so baked out your minds.
Out your minds, son.
Must make you feel so good. So good. Everything gets better. Everything gets better on drugs.
I don't know about that. I mean,